The following BLTV program is brought to you by O'Flaherty Law. Please enjoy.
Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to explain the probate process and answer the question, what is probate? So, probate is a court case that's sometimes necessary when someone passes away, in which the court oversees the distribution of the deceased person's assets to creditors and heirs. It's managed by an executor, that's somebody named in the will as the person who's in charge of the estate, or an administrator. This is the person that steps up to manage the estate if there is no will or the executor that's named in the will isn't willing or able to act. Probate isn't always necessary. It's typically necessary in Illinois if the deceased person owned real estate outside of a trust or outside of a joint ownership situation where the survivor had the right to immediately inherit the property, or if the deceased person owned at least $100,000 in assets outside of a trust or outside of payable on death accounts. Retirement accounts and life insurance policies usually name a direct beneficiary of those policies that are going to be paid from the account of the policy when the person dies. This is an example of an account that would not be part of the probate estate as long as the direct beneficiary is living. So again, if there's real estate that's not directly going to somebody based on either a trust or joint ownership, or if there's more than $100,000 of non-real estate assets that are not directly going to somebody based on a trust or a payable on death account, then probate is necessary in order to give the executor or the administrator the power to actually marshal the assets, meaning collect all the assets of the deceased person and then distribute them to creditors and heirs. So probate is initiated by the executor or administrator filing a petition to open the probate case and to issue letters of office. These letters of office are basically the document, the badge that gives them the power to distribute assets and to act with authority on all of the deceased person's assets. And there's a lot of other paperwork that has to be submitted with the probate petition. Once the petition is filed, notice is sent to all known creditors and heirs of the opening of the case, and notice is published in a newspaper in order to alert any unknown creditors or heirs that the case has been opened and allow them to basically monitor the case and, if necessary, object to the way the executor or administrator is handling it. So the goal of a probate case is, number one, to pay off any debts that the deceased person had, and if there's money left over after paying off the debts, then to pay off basically the beneficiaries according to the will. If there's no will, then the executor or there won't be an executor if there's no will. Then the administrator will look at state statute to determine the order of descent and who the heirs should be. State statute lays out in a very detailed way who is entitled to inherit from whom, and then in that case the administrator is in charge of getting any remaining assets to those heirs. Often there are things like real estate involved, and the heirs can work out an agreement how everything is going to be distributed, and that's the best way to do it. Once the creditors are paid, if you can have the heirs all agree on how things are going to be distributed and sign off on that, then that protects the personal representative from liability and minimizes the chances of litigation. The purpose of going through the probate case and why it's required for larger estates is to avoid fraud. So you don't want someone coming in and just grabbing all of the deceased person's money wrongfully and then having to litigate after the fact once that money is spent. That's why the assets are locked up in the probate case until the court approves the distribution. And also to alert interested parties, allow them to monitor the case, allow them to object if necessary. Probate litigation usually only occurs in one of two situations. And when I talk about litigation, that's a dispute where people are fighting in court about how things should be distributed. One situation in which probate litigation can occur is when someone is challenging the validity of the will, so basically claiming that the executor didn't have the mental capacity, or the person who created the will didn't have the mental capacity to create it at the time it was executed, or that they were wrongly influenced by somebody else in the way they distributed things. Or, if not challenging the validity of the will, challenging the way that the executor or administrator is actually distributing the assets. Another source of litigation can be if a creditor files a claim claiming to be owed money and the personal representative doesn't agree to pay that claim, objects to the validity of the claim, you can litigate the probate claim. So that's really the basics of what you need to know about probate. We have lots of videos, articles, and podcasts about probate and the details at learn-about-law.com. Please subscribe to our SoundCloud and iTunes stations and to our YouTube station. Feel free to leave any questions in our comments sections on our website or on our YouTube station. And please feel free to give us a call for an initial consultation at 630-324-6666. Thanks so much for listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week, and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.
Do you have too much stuff? Is your dorm, apartment, or house too full and you don't want to sell, give away, or throw out anything? If so, Hobson Storage can help. We have over 10 different sized units to meet your needs. Our climate-controlled units are safe, secure, and conveniently located within the western suburbs. Call us now at 630-964-4047 to find out how you can get 15% off an upper level unit, 2 months of free rent, or use of our van to help you move in. Call us and use promo code A1V as in Victor to take back control of your space with Hobson Storage.